Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to do the comparison again, the kombini comparison again. Although this time I'm going to choose what they call a meat cutlet, which is like a deep fried meat. So there are three types of meat that we are going to see today, which is chicken from Lawson, and the one that pork cutlet from 7-Eleven, and I will have another one from Family Mart. So I couldn't find the similar thing in Family Mart, unfortunately. But what I found is something different, and it looks absolutely amazing. Jajang. So unlike the other two, this one is actually in the separate aisle. So they have the other two in like a refrigerator thingy, but this one is in the bake section of the Family Mart. So as you can see, there is like a cheese on top of it. And I think for make it to be fair, I'm going to cut this similar to the other two. And as you can see, so the middle one is a hamburger patty or hambago, like in Japanese, and this is made out of beef. So we have a complete one. So we have one from pork cutlet from 7-Eleven, and we have another one, a chicken cutlet from Lawson, and last but not least is a beef cutlet from Family Mart. So without further ado, let's get started. So unlike the previous video, in this video I would like to change the format a little bit. You know how podcasts lately been more and more popular, just almost as popular as YouTube, right? We're nowhere near that, but it's getting a lot of attraction. And so I was just have this idea of combining the two. So what we're going to do here, if you would like to see the video, just mute the volume and then turn on whatever music you like, which copyright I will not be able to afford, right? Otherwise, if you only want to hear what I'm going to talk, anyway, we're going to talk about native advertising, if you are aware of that. So if you're interested in that and not really interested in the video, just turn on the video. Or if you are interested in both, then why don't you just stay, watch what's happening in the video, and hear what I'm about to say about native advertising. So about native, for those of you who are not really familiar, what they call native advertising is like a sponsored video. It could be a video, it could be news articles or whatever it is, but it was kind of camouflage in a way. They're making it subtle. Wait, let me take a bite first here. So when you see those kind of content, you don't really know. Well, it's quite obvious, but sometimes people don't really know that it is actually a paid advertising. For example, have you ever seen in the YouTube video, they will say, I'm very thirsty. Do you have something? And then they give you like a very common brand or something like that, right? And this is pretty dry, by the way. And as you can see, it's not filling the entire bread as well. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to give this 6.5 out of 10. And this is from 7-Eleven. Okay, going back to the native advertising. So for the native advertising one, you don't really realize that the person that giving you or somehow showing that they are using something, it looks as if they're doing it because they actually enjoyed using it, but actually they're getting paid to do that. And I think in Indonesia now it's getting more and more common. This looks a bit weird, by the way. This is the chicken cutlet bread from Lawson, and as you can see, it's not really appetizing from the way it looks, but the chicken is actually pretty good. Let me try to take a bite first. So if you ever have a chance to visit Japan, if you try to visit one of those convenience store, there's plenty of them all around Japan, and you try the chicken cutlet. The chicken cutlet was amazing. It's much better than this one. But this one's okay. It's a little bit cold. So if you buy it, usually they put it near the cashier. That one's hot, and it's much better than this one. But this one's kind of similar, and I think it's better. If I compare it with the tonkatsu one, the one from 7-Eleven, it's drier than the chicken from Lawson. So I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Now, going back to my previous point, so I think in Indonesia now it's going a little bit out of control, this native advertisement thingy, especially in YouTube, because let me get a bite first here. Oh, this is actually much better. Well, it's obvious. Well, to be honest, it costs a little bit more compared to the other, but it's definitely worth it. This one is the best. I think for the taste, the texture, I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10. So if you ever go to Family Mart, choose this one. Forget the other two. So going back to the native advertisement thingy, because in a TV it's heavily regulated, right? So imagine if somebody is paying a product to appears in drama series, they definitely have to put it that they are being paid to do that. However, in YouTube, they don't have to do it, and a lot of people that is more suggestible will then just devour whatever product these people are selling, right? And I think that is unhealthy and need to be regulated. Let me just take a second bite out of this one just to be sure. So this one is it's still 6.5 if you compare it to the other one. Even the inside doesn't really look that appetizing. Okay, well anyway, now here is the difference. So in the previous video, I choose the best sandwich out of the 3, but in this video, I'm going to choose the worst out of the 3 of them. I bet you didn't see that coming. So here it is. So the worst, oh my god, this is all over the place. So anyways, so the worst sandwich cutlet out of the 3 kombini is 7-Eleven pork cutlet. Yay! Well, that's pretty anticlimactic. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.